Hello, welcome back to Think Republic. Let's continue with our conversation from last time. I was with a friend as we were discussing what we defined as Africanism, and this was based on the definition of colorism, which was prejudice and discrimination against people of different, the same skin tone, but the lighter you are or the darker you are, people discriminate against you. That was colorism, and I based that off to define what I said Africanism, whereby other African people have prejudice or discrimination against other African people, and it doesn't matter which country you are from or which nation. So we are continuing that conversation today, whereby we want to want to go deeper and look at how African people treat other African people in their respective countries. And this is especially people with authority, when they have a little authority, or they have some job that is of a higher standing than others, then the others are treated as second-class citizen. And yes, this happens all over the world in different countries, different continents. But to this, I want to speak specifically to Africa and Africans. And so you find a policeman, because he's a policeman, he thinks he has the authority to beat anybody at any time if they don't do whatever they have to say. A mother is crossing the road, but just because he crossed in front of him and he had asked you not to be there, then the next thing is slap, beat you, and there is no respect at all. And I want to tell you that nations are made up of people. Without people, you're baseless. You're nationless. Okay? These people, if everybody was to leave and go somewhere else, then whose leaders are going to be leaders with no authority? So my point is, we have to be respectful to one another. There are moments when you have to talk to people instead of always using force. What does force do? Where does force beget you? Only it creates fear. It creates people who cannot speak up, people who see the police and have to run, people who see when they get to people's offices and you're trying to ask them to do something for you, but now they'll have to go through the whole spiel of bureaucracy, or come back tomorrow. They kind of play around with you. And I am talking about, especially on the grassroots, whereby you have to go look for a paperwork or IDs or whatever on a certain level of leadership, and you travel miles and miles and miles to come. And when you get there, these local grassroots leaders now have to start playing you around. Oh, go back. We'll see you later. No, right now I can't work with you. I need you to first go back. Oh, I'm going for lunch. What are you doing? It's like you're playing around with people's lives. If you hold a certain position in society, a certain position in a government or anywhere, do your job. Do your job diligently rather than to play around with people. I mean, take a look at this Ugandan officer who was trying to ask people to get out of the road. And he ends up beating this old woman. And in your head, when you're looking at it, you wonder, what are you doing? This could be your mother. This could be my mother. This could be anybody's mom. Do you think really, truly, somebody would like I would like to see you beat somebody up like that? And this is just a small example, but this is what happens all over. This is what happens. We have no respect for one another. We have no love for one another. All we want to create is fear, fear, fear. Until when? Until when? Seriously. These are not thieves. These are not bad people. These are not killers or serial killers or whatever you want to go. And you say, okay, they have to get what they're gonna get what they've sought. No, these are normal people. Just because you're standing in the wrong place, or it could be even the right place, but because you looked at somebody badly, then the next thing is to be beaten. We have to stop this behavior. I please ask you. We have to be respectful to one another. If there's no respect from one another, trust me, these foreign countries you keep calling to help you to come and do this, they're going to treat you the same. Now, we wonder, we're going to talk about China in another episode or in the coming weeks. But there's a whole lot of complaint how Chinese are mistreating African people. In Africa, not in China, that's a different story. In China, they're doing it. But in Africa, they've taken over places, towns, made it their own. They don't, in some places, they don't even allow you to come and eat in their restaurants because they think you're that low. But now, if they see you beat your fellow kinsmen, what do you think they're going to do? It's like you're giving them a pass to treat anybody anyhow, just the way they want. You have to have dignity and respect for one another before you start asking for other people to do that for you. I'm telling you, charity begins at home. Let us hold one another accountable. And if you see something not right, speak up. If you see something not right, say, this is not right, man. You cannot hit this old woman just because she's in your way. If some people come to the office or in the bank and they're coming to withdraw, get their money, but all these bank tellers are conversing with each other, they don't want to listen to you, or even if they look at you, they're like, oh, how can I help you? All right, yeah, I'll be back. And then he or she has to spend another 5 minutes talking to his colleague or her colleague, just talking nonsense. And you people have to wait there on your time, and that's your money. You're actually paying them to be working there, but they make you wait. What kind of customer service is that? But if this had been somebody else, a foreigner, who had walked in that bank to come and withdraw their money, oh my goodness, they're all over this person. Oh, how can we help you? Yes. Oh, in few minutes, that person is treated, is given whatever they want and is gone. But now you come, you're the same. They first look at you up and down. It's like, come on, you cannot treat your own as bogus, foolish, rubbish. No, this is unacceptable. We have to stand up and say enough is enough. Okay. Thank you for watching. Let's keep this conversation going and change our ways, change the behavior, talk to people, speak up when you see something not right, because these things are not going to change unless we start talking and unless we start saying, no, I'm not going to be part of this. I'm not going to accept this because what you're doing is wrong. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, leave a comment, and let me know feedback, what you think. All right, have a good day.